Hello, I'm Jordan Drawchek, and I'm a Missouri State University dietetic intern. And I want to thank you for coming to my postpartum nutrition video today, where we'll be talking more about nutrition during breastfeeding. So, some topics we're going to cover today are healthy, balanced eating, calorie needs during breastfeeding, specific nutrients that are needed during breastfeeding, fluid needs during breastfeeding, and then also supplements. So, first, just a quick disclaimer that this class was designed to give general information and advice to women who are breastfeeding, and this information should not be taken over the advice of your healthcare provider. So, the first thing I want to talk to you about today is the idea of getting a balanced plate. So, if you look on the left side of the slide, you'll see that there's different components of our diet. So vegetables, fruits, grains, protein, oils, and dairy. And most of these are listed as a range. That's because the recommended amount gets larger as the calories in the diet increases. And then if you look at the middle of the slide, I have some examples of each of these different categories to help maybe visualize these different groups. And above that, I have the My Plate tool. I think this is a great tool to use to help balance your plate and make sure that you're getting all the different components of the diet in a balanced way. So work to get 2.5 to 3.5 cups of vegetables per day. One serving of vegetables could be 1 cup of raw or cooked vegetables, 1 cup of 100% juice, or 2 cups of leafy greens, such as spinach. It is just as important to get a variety of colors in the diet as it is to get enough vegetables. There are different groups of vegetables that provide different nutrients, such as dark green vegetables, red-orange vegetables, such as carrots, peas, beans, and lentils, starchy vegetables, such as potatoes, and other vegetables. So working to have a colorful plate can add flavor and give you all the nutrients that your body needs. Fruit is another important part of our diet, and it's recommended to get 1.5 to 2.5 cups of fruit per day. So this could include fresh, frozen, juices, dried, or canned fruit. It is recommended to get half of your daily intake from whole fruit, such as the fresh, frozen, canned, or dried, and to choose 100% fruit juice when you do drink juice. So some examples of 1 cup of fruit could be 1 cup of fresh fruit, 1 cup of 100% juice, or a half cup of dried fruits. So work to get 6 to 10 ounces of grains in a day. So some examples of 1 ounce of grains would be 1 slice of bread, a half a cup of cooked rice, a half a cup of cooked pasta, 3 cups of popcorn, or 1 cup of ready-to-eat cereals. Half of the daily grains consumed should be whole grain. Whole grains help our body by giving us nutrients that are removed during processing needed to make refined grains, such as B vitamins and fiber. So when choosing whole grains at the store, be sure to look at the food label. The whole grain ingredients, such as whole wheat, should be either the first ingredient on the list or the second one after water. Proteins are an important part of a healthy diet, and it's recommended to get 5 to 7 ounces of these per day from different sources. So some examples of what 1 ounce of protein would be is 1 ounce of meat, poultry, or fish, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, a half ounce of nuts, 1 egg, or a 1/4 cup of cooked beans would be some examples of 1 ounce of protein. Proteins are broken up into multiple categories in our diet. So there's the meat, poultry, eggs, and seafood. There's the peas, beans, and lentils, which are also vegetables. So they fit in both the vegetable category and the protein category. And then also nuts, seeds, and soy. Meats and poultry should be chosen in their fresh, frozen, or canned form as the best choice, as opposed to the more processed meat such as hot dogs. And oils are the healthy fats in our diet present in foods such as nuts, seeds, seafood, and common cooking oils such as canola oil and olive oil. It is recommended to get 24 to 36 grams of this per day. So this portion refers to the sources of fat in our diet. And while not all sources of fat are oils, the oils are often seen as the healthier choice. So if you notice on the left side of the screen, I have listed oils, but in the middle where I have examples, I put fat. Because I think it's important to know that although oils are seen as the healthier choice, it's still okay to have other sources of fat, such as butter, as part of a balanced diet. So looking at the nutrition label can help you know how many grams of fat or oil you are receiving in a serving. So as an example, 1 tablespoon of olive oil will provide 14 grams of fat or oil. The last part we're going to talk about is dairy. So work to get 3 cups of dairy a day. So some examples of what 1 cup of dairy would be are 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of fortified soy milk, 1.5 ounces of natural cheeses such as cheddar, and 1 cup of yogurt. So while breastfeeding, the recommendations for dairy intake does not change because dairy is an excellent source of calcium in the diet. So getting in at least the lowest amount recommended for each food group is a great goal to focus on while breastfeeding. So you might be asking yourself, how many calories do I need? The calorie needs of an individual can be controlled by many different factors such as age, gender, height, weight, and physical activity. But the USDA has created a simple calorie calculator where you can go and simply plug in all the relevant information that it asks for, and it will create a calorie recommendation for you. And I have it listed on the slide for you. It's the My Plate plan. So this calorie calculator can act as a starting point to estimate how many calories you need in a day. But it is still important to be mindful when using calorie calculators, even one provided by the USDA. Be sure to listen to your body if you're sticking to a specific calorie range that you think is right for you or that was recommended for you, but you feel like you have no energy throughout the day and feel hungry all the time. It might be a sign that your body needs more energy in a day. So instead, a simple method for consuming adequate calories is to follow your usual eating pattern in a healthy and mindful way, as we already talked about, and then adding small snacks in throughout the day. So for the first 6 months after giving birth, a breastfeeding mother should be consuming 330 extra calories in their diet per day. So the USDA recommends this 330 extra calories per day for breastfeeding women that are at a healthy pre-pregnancy weight. This recommendation is based on a goal of a 1.8 pound weight loss each month for the first 6 months after giving birth. So while breastfeeding, the body burns extra calories for milk production, so it is important to add more calories in a healthy way throughout the day. And a moderate calorie deficit has been shown to have no effect on milk production during breastfeeding. These recommended calories can be used as a starting place for a healthy diet. So at the bottom portion of this page, I have created some examples of some common snacks that would represent about 300 to 350 calories. So depending on your lifestyle, some find it easier to have just one snack throughout the day, and others find it best to have small snacks in between their meals multiple times. So what does 330 calories look like? The first example is just an apple with 2 tablespoons of peanut butter as a healthy snack. And the second example is having just 1 cup of grapes and one ounce of like cheddar cheese as a snack, maybe like in the morning in between breakfast and lunch. And then later on in the day, having just 2 cups of microwave popcorn. So both of these are some examples of healthy snacks throughout the day that can help you get the calories that you need, and also is a great way to add fruits and vegetables and grains and all the other components of a healthy diet into your daily life. And then after 6 months has passed after giving birth, a breastfeeding mother should be consuming 400 extra calories per day. Although breastfeeding may still be a part of the infant's diet at this point, this is the stage where more foods can start being added in, leading to less dependence on breastfeeding. So at the bottom of the page are some common snacks that would represent about 400 calories. So the first example is maybe having like a parfait throughout the day. So this could be like 1 serving of Greek yogurt, so about like the 5.3 ounces in like the little cups, and then a half cup of granola, and then 1 cup of sliced strawberries as a healthy snack during the day. And the second example is having 1 banana and 1 boiled egg as a snack in the morning. And then later on in the day, having like 5 saltine crackers with 1 ounce of cheese and some sliced bell peppers. So both of these are great examples of what 400 calories could look like in the diet. And they can help to add, again, the different components of a healthy diet, such as the grains, the protein, the healthy fats into your day.